Hi everyone, I'm Jenn Accuosti with the Hartford Chamber of Commerce. You're watching Flavors of Connecticut, and this is a Hartford staple, the place to be. Let's go check it out. I'm here with Gina Luari, and we are here to talk about your entire empire.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to have you guys here.
Yeah, no, it's been fabulous. And is this the first place to be?
Actually, the South End location, that's only 5 minutes from here, is the first place to be.
Okay.
So that's in the South End of Hartford on the Wethersfield line. That's my baby.
Okay, so this is your second location,
Yes.
but both of these locations were in Hartford. You started in Hartford, right?
Yes. And it's really interesting because when we opened, they're like, how are you going to have two locations 5 minutes away from each other? But honestly, both have been super amazing and super successful ever since.
Yeah, so successful, and I love the branding here. The
Thank
marketing
you.
for this restaurant is honestly unlike anything I've ever seen before. And that's not just how the restaurant looks, how the social media is, it's also the food. Everything here is so Instagrammable.
Yeah, I think dining is an experience, and we really try to carry that out through our Instagram, the brand, and also the food and the drinks that we bring to the table.
Yeah, including the big ass mimosa.
I love the big ass mimosa. That one was named by a guest, actually.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly what you
Yeah.
think it is.
We took it to a table and they're like, ooh, that's a big ass mimosa. And I'm like, that's a good name.
Yeah, and all the food was just amazing that we had today.
Thank
Just
you.
show-stopping. The French toast was probably my favorite.
Yeah, so we make our own hollow bread in-house, and so that really gives a lot of flavor to it because we make it into the French toast. So, and we do use honey in it as well, so it really changes the flavor profile on it. But the French toast is my favorite too.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's such a good choice.
You can't go wrong. You can't go
You
wrong.
guys have a huge variety of other foods. You
Yeah.
kind of locked in on breakfast as being the specialty with place to
Yeah.
be. What were some of the other dishes that you guys have here?
So we like to think we're modern American with all-day brunch. So we have a wide variety of menu items. So what you guys had was a Mac Attack burger, and that's a huge favorite for like lunch and dinner. We call it. So we go into 8 o'clock, so people have like brunch dinner.
Yeah.
So they have that, and then you get the onion ring tower, which is my personal favorite. They're beer battered onion rings, and they have that amazing sauce on the side. Also, I mean, and to be honest with you, the morning rooster actually is something that you can have it later in the hours too.
Yeah.
It's chicken and waffles, and it has the amazing Mike's Hot Honey on it. Gives it a nice flavor profile, so it's good any time of the day.
Yeah, and another favorite too was it was like a smorgasbord of a bunch of delicious things in a pan right top with the egg.
Oh my goodness, those are our gold mine nachos.
So good.
Yeah, that was in collab with Alex. He used to be with Yelp, but now he's like a foodie superstar in Connecticut. And
Yeah.
so he does a couple of shows on Channel 3 and WTNH, so we came up with those together. He is the nacho king, and
Yeah.
so that was our version of his nachos.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, and you have a bunch of other locations now. It's not just Hartford,
Yeah.
so you also have a location in New Haven now.
Yeah, so New Haven is our most recent location. It opened last year in January, and it's beautiful. It is in an old firehouse. 2 bars, 2 patios. My sister actually went to school in New Orleans, and so when I would visit her, I was obsessed with the balcony patios. And like, we don't have anything like that here. So we built a balcony patio in New Haven. Quite an undertaking, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know what I signed up for, but but we have it. So it's the only one in the city of New Haven. Actually, it's a beautiful space.
Yeah, and that's already an impeccable food scene, so
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Place to Be is now down there.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have a really fun college crowd down there, so it's nice because we obviously college kids come out from all over the nation, so they really get exposed to our brand, and it's fun to see.
So beyond the Place to Be, you also opened another venture, also in Hartford, called Raw. Do you want to talk to me about that?
So Raw is one of the first of our boutique brands that we plan on opening in downtown Hartford. I'm a seafood lover myself, and downtown really had a huge gap in any seafood offerings and raw bars. So we definitely wanted to lean in and bring that into the food scene. But what I didn't like about, and still don't like about seafood places, either they're white tablecloth or they're very like aquatic, New Englandy. And so I wanted to find a really nice balance in between that still kind of stay true to who we are as a group. Like, we're very edgy, we take a lot into the aesthetics, and we try to draw in a younger crowd. And so we really leaned into that with Raw. And so Raw to me is like Poseidon's lair, right? If you had an underground party, that's what Raw would look like. And
Yes.
so that's what we manifested in the space.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get to host a Flavors of Connecticut
Yeah.
there a while
That
back,
was fun.
and I completely get what you mean. The food there was also unbelievable.
Oh, thank you. As we continue to grow and our group continues to grow in our boutique brands, it's just the wow factor in food. I think we eat with our eyes before anything, and we really take that into account when we build menu items and how we present the food. So whether it be Place to Be, Raw, or any other boutique brand, it's something that's going to be constant for us.
I work with the Chamber of Commerce here in Hartford, and we're collaborating with Flavors of Connecticut. And tell us more about just that story, getting the story of Place to Be out there, all the other boutique restaurants that you have now with Raw that you want to set up. You know, you've done such an amazing job of elevating your voice, your brand, and making it so unique.
Thank you. And I think segments like this are really, really important because, especially for Hartford, we're not seen as a foodie destination. So really what drove 90% of our customer base, especially during COVID, was the marketing and the content and social media and videos like this that really exposed people to our brand and what it is that we do and offer. And that brought people in by the tranches. I mean, I think in 2021, we brought in 500,000 individual customers.
Whoa.
And I want to see the Excel Center's numbers. I'm pretty sure we were neck and neck. But that really came from the branding that we did, the marketing that we did, and the content that we put out. And not just us, it's also our customers. And that's why having an Instagrammable food and drink menu is very, very important, because that content, your customers then become your advocates and your marketers. So it's really, really important to us to have that carry through and expose us and what we do to so many different people.
Yeah.
So this is the Bathwater Brew, and this is our own branded champagne. We actually trademarked Bathwater Brew and Drink My Bathwater, and then we launched the brand with Gooseneck Vineyards. This was such a long time coming because you can't imagine how much champagne we go through,
Yeah.
especially with bottomless mimosas. And so for a long time, we used to keg our own champagne, and there was just no way to do that kind of volume without it. So then we teamed up with Gooseneck, and they kegged it for us, and they're like, we really like this formula. Let's come up with our own champagne, and there we go,
And here it
Bathwater
is.
Brew.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I love that.
so it's in all of our stores. Obviously, this logo is Drink My Bathwater. It's reminiscent of the neon that's in all of our spaces, underneath the bathtub. So yeah, it's very exciting. It's a fun project, and I actually can't wait to kind of lean into it more. Right now it's just in our units, but we're looking to expand.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it hits all the Hartford liquor stores first.
I'm trying.
Gina, thank you so much for having us. The food was amazing. The drinks were out of this world.
Yeah.
And if you have been, you know, come back. If you haven't, come visit Place to Be at its many, many locations. And also do not miss out on Raw, also in downtown Hartford. With Flavors of Connecticut and the Hartford Chamber of Commerce, I'm Jenn Accuosti, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.